it's some bullshit, man. I don't know what I got to do.
Amen.
I don't know, but we're going to go back to the drawing board. I don't accept this at all. I clearly thought I won a close fight, and I'm tired of this shit, man.
All right, let's get straight into it because the boxing world has been on fire ever since Lamont Roach Jr. and Isaac Pitbull Cruz went to war. This wasn't just a good fight. This was one of those nights where the pros themselves can't even agree on who won. And anytime that happens, you know the fight was razor close. But this one had even more chaos because we had a knockdown, a point deduction, a broken hand nobody knew about, and two fighters who demanded a rematch on the spot. So let's unpack exactly what went down.
Try to... left hook, and the glove touch. Roach hit with the left hand. It's a knockdown, and it's the first knockdown of Roach's career, and it happens here in round 3.
The moment the final bell rang, you could practically feel half the arena leaning one way, half leaning the other. And honestly, you can't blame them. Because this wasn't a fight where one guy dominated from start to finish. This was a real back-and-forth chess match disguised as a brawl. And perhaps nobody summarized how close it was better than Errol Spence Jr. He kept it 100. Spence said straight up that it was a great fight, and he personally had Pitbull Cruz edging it. He felt Cruz did just a little bit more, pushed the pace harder, and his aggression counted. And if you remove the point deduction, Spence thinks Cruz wins clearly.
It was a good fight. Cruz lived up to his nickname, being Pitbull. He come forward, throwing a lot of punches. Lamont was trying to stay focused. And it was a great fight. I had it kind of close. I did think, Cruz edged a little bit, but Lamont kept his composure. And it was a great fight. Hopefully they have another fight again.
What surprised you the most about the fight in general from both?
They both took each other's shots really well. Lamont took his shots well, and it was expected Cruz to take his shot. But Lamont took his shots well and kept fighting back because I thought he was going to wear down.
But then on the flip side, we had Rolly Romero coming out saying the exact opposite. Rolly had Lamont Roach winning, and he didn't hesitate for a second. He said Roach landed the cleaner punches, had better timing, and showed more precision. But let's be real, Cruz destroyed Rolly in their last meeting, so that might play a little role in his opinion.
We saw a draw tonight. What do you think of the fight and the decision rule?
I thought Roach won. I thought he edged it out, but that fight was a really good fight. It deserves like an immediate rematch.
Yeah? Why did you feel Roach edged it out?
But Roach was just pushing him back. And Roach landed the more shots and the cleaner shots. Better shots, cleaner shots,
Did you see Pitbull different from when you fought him?
Thing is, bro, you can't really put me in with like how I fought because the thing is, bro, I was just so depleted. You could clearly tell, bro, I had no muscle mass, nothing. So it's not the same as like me at 47,
Yeah.
But the craziest part? Lamont Roach himself wasn't just surprised, he was frustrated. Because this is now his second controversial draw in a row, first against Gervonta Davis and now against Pitbull Cruz. And his reaction said everything. Roach said he's proven he can hang with the biggest names in the division, but at the end of the day, he's not fighting the judges. That's a heavy statement because the man's record doesn't reflect the level of talent he's consistently shown.
Honestly, obviously I proved that I'll fight anyone. Again, this is not my natural weight. And I moved up again and fought a tough competitor and Isaac Cruz, but 2 times in a row, it's crazy. I can't fight my opponent and fight the judges. It's something we got to do about it. I think I won, and I think I definitely outboxed them. All I need is a even playing field. That's all. I'm going to come out there and show my skills. I'm going to show my grit, my will.
But then came the plot twist, something no one knew during the fight. Lamont Roach Jr. broke his hand in the 5th round. Yup, 5th round. And he still kept fighting like nothing happened. Still landing clean shots, you have to respect that level of heart. Most fighters with a broken hand mentally shut down or switch styles completely. Roach? He doubled down.
Performance. You said you broke your hand. Was it like a certain punch or something? Did you hit him like on top of the head or something? Like what was it that you feel? And talk to me about the sensation of like, oh shit, I think I broke my hand.
I honestly don't remember. I honestly don't remember like what exactly did it. But I know when I came back to that corner, I told him, I said, man, I think I broke my hand. And I knew like when I came out the next round, he jabbed me and I like blocked it, and it hurt, and I was like, it's fucked. So, you know, I still continued to try to throw it. Like you said, it was openings, but my hand was really, 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 really hurting. And I'm not trying to make that as an excuse. I used everything else I had.
And while all that chaos was happening inside the ring, the pros outside the ring were reacting in real time. Frank Martin said he had Cruz winning, and his reasoning was simple. Cruz scored the knockdown. Even if you want to ignore the questionable low blow call, the knockdown was official, and knockdowns always move the needle on the scorecards.
I mean, your outcome of this fight.
It was a good-ass fight. I think Cruz may put it out. I think Cruz put that out. That motherfucker tough. He showed us a little. He got the boxing and the angles and shit. I ain't seen that
like
before.
a draw in this fight? You think he'll be in a draw?
That's the question. Roach. That's the question. I think, hey,
Big Frank.
like before the cards get ready. In your humble opinion, who you think won that fight? I think Cruz put it out. You think Cruz put it out?
So Frank Martin, Cruz.
It was a good-ass fight.
Frank Martin, Pitbull Cruz thing, right?
Yeah, that can happen. Hell yeah. You see after the fight what I said, you know what I'm saying? The winner, or you know what I'm saying, we can get Richard Hitchens. I want that shit. I want Richard Hitchens. Dude, he be talking all that shit. That's what I want.
Richard Hitchens next, too.
That's what I want.
Hey, Frank, lastly, what's your thoughts on Terrence Crawford's section of bees?
Hey guys, next time you'll see Frank soon.
Man, that's the business.
Thank you guys.
Another major voice was former world champion Gary Russell Jr., who agreed with Martin. He had Pitbull Cruz winning too. Russell talked about Cruz being the more aggressive fighter, having the momentum in big moments, and looking like the guy pressing the action. But even he had to admit, that point deduction happened, and that changed everything. You take that away, Cruz has a very different night.
But I think it was a good fight. I think it went all the way down to the last round. I honestly think Pitbull pulled it off. I think he was a little more aggressive. I think he threw the most punches. He was more aggressive. It was a knockdown in the fight. Of course, they did take a point, but I felt like he was the most aggressive. I felt like he came to get the fight.
Right, for sure. What's next if it is Pitbull?
I think ultimately it was a good fight for both.
Right.
But then you had the fans, celebrities, and everybody else chiming in, including American rap icon Cameron. He spoke for the entire boxing world when he said, "We need a rematch." And honestly, he's right, because this isn't the type of fight you leave alone. Run it back.
Cam, did you think it was a draw? Cam, do you think it was a draw?
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
You want to see a rematch?
What you think? A draw?
Cam, you want a rematch?
I would like to see a rematch. Hell yeah.
All right. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
Now let's talk about Lamont Roach Sr., the father and trainer of Roach Jr., and he was not happy with the result. He was disappointed because he believed Roach absolutely locked the fight in the later rounds. Two controversial draws back-to-back is a hard pill to swallow, especially for a team that feels like they've beaten two of the division's biggest stars.
I know that you definitely are disappointed about the decision. A lot of people thought, online at least what I saw, that Lamont won the fight. What's your immediate reaction to the whole ordeal?
I thought we won the fight. I thought we took control. It takes no away from the fight. It was a great fight, but you guys have been a winner and a loser. I thought we won it. You know what I'm saying? I think we edged it out. We took control versus many of those later rounds, frustrated, boxed them with one hand. But it's disappointing, you know, to have a back-to-back draws, man. You know, not getting your just due, but proud of it.
There was a moment that people were talking about where you told them, stop the showboat.
Both fighters took all that energy straight into the post-fight press conference, and that's where the heat really picked up. Because both of them agreed immediately on an instant rematch. Roach wanted it. Cruz wanted it. Roach pushed hard, saying the refs didn't do their job properly, that some of the calls were inconsistent, and that they need a fair playing field in the rematch.
Lamont, do you want an immediate rematch, and how do you see why do you think you will win an immediate rematch in decisive fashion?
Of course, I think the best thing to do is move forward with an immediate rematch, and I would say on somewhat a level playing field. I don't know why they think that the judge or the ref was on my side when I got hit low a lot. I got hit low a lot. I mean, it's boxing; it happens. I got hit low a lot, and he was holding every exchange. So, I'm not complaining. It was a hell of a fight, but it's. No, I really wish that it's just an even playing field. That's all.
Sean, before you continue, let me let Isaac know what Lamont was saying. Bueno, entonces Isaac, lo que acá Lamont dijo fue que fue una gran pelea, pero que vos también estabas golpeando bajo mucho y que también estabas agarrando mucho. Entonces, eso fue lo que él pensó de esta pelea.
¿Y los rabbit punch?
What about the rabbit punches, Lamont?
¿No cuentan?
They don't count? What happened? You're complaining about the low blows, basically, but what about the rabbit punches?
¿La oreja?
Yeah, the
bueno?
hits to the ear, that was a good punch.
Cabezazo?
The headbutts? What about the headbutts?
Is good?
Yeah.
Punch? No. Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Sean. Sorry for the interruption.
Isaac, do you want an immediate rematch? And obviously he feels he won the fight and he gave his reasons why. What are your reasons you feel you won the fight? And again, do you want an immediate rematch?
Bueno, primero que nada, ¿te gustaría tener una revancha inmediata contra Roach? Y segundo, ¿qué opinás de lo que él justamente acaba de decir, no?
¿Quiere revancha la gente? Hagámosla. Yo no soy de...
And Cruz didn't even hesitate. He said, let's do it again. But this is where things took a very interesting turn. Because when asked about the idea of a rematch, Pitbull Cruz took a shot at Gervonta Davis. Cruz basically said, I'm not like Tank, I'll actually run it back. And then Roach joined in, clowning Tank too. Both guys were laughing, both calling Tank out indirectly, and it immediately blew up the entire discussion.
What are your reasons you feel you won the fight? And again, do you want an immediate rematch?
Bueno, primero que nada, ¿te gustaría tener una revancha inmediata contra Roach? Y segundo, ¿qué opinás de lo que él justamente acaba de decir, no?
¿Quiere revancha la gente? Hagámosla. Yo no soy Davis, estoy listo para la revancha.
Okay, do the fans want a rematch? Do you guys want a rematch? I'm not Gervonta Davis. I'm ready for a rematch right away.
And here's why this matters. Both fighters have been begging for a rematch with Tank Davis, but for very different reasons. Let's start with Cruz. Pitbull, Cruz's first fight with Tank ended brutally. Tank dominated him and made a huge statement. But after that loss, Cruz rebuilt himself. New style, improved pressure, better footwork, more patience, he evolved. And ever since then, he's been calling Tank out non-stop.
We want the rematch with Gervonta Davis. These fans have been great, and that's why, they came out and what I promised is a depth already, and we did it tonight.
Gervonta shakes his head. I wish we could bring him into the ring.
Interviews, press conferences, social media, he wants that rematch badly. The problem? Tank talks about it publicly, but behind the scenes, he never actually pushes to make it happen.
Yeah, he looked as sharp as last fight. He did what he had to do. We definitely can get a rematch for sure. Hopefully sooner than later.
Now Roach, his situation with Tank is the complete opposite. When Roach and Tank fought, Roach didn't get beat. He humbled Tank. Roach was the first fighter to make Tank look human.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach. That's a big moment. Load with the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
Nice combination from Roach. Best in here. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting cracked.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
Tank was swinging wild, couldn't get his rhythm, and in the 9th round, Tank took a knee, and then to make it even more insane, this knockdown wasn't counted. That's the only reason the fight ended in a draw instead of Roach walking away with the biggest win of his career.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have counted it. They would have counted it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
After the fight, Tank made excuses. Something in his eye didn't feel right, wasn't himself. But when it came time to do a rematch, he went silent. Roach kept calling him out. Fans wanted it. Even boxing pros were demanding it. But Tank didn't want that smoke.
This is Pitbull Cruz. Talk to us about a little about this fight. A little bit surprised from the fans, from their saying. But talk to us about this fight. What are you expecting from Pitbull?
I'm expecting Pitbull to be Pitbull. Relentless, firefighter. So we're gonna see. Gonna see how well I tame him.
The big question here is, that rematch versus Gervonta. All that kept on going back and forth. It was supposed to happen in August. It didn't happen. Then now his exhibition fight. So where's that leave us right now? You think we're gonna get that rematch fight versus Gervonta after this fight?
Who knows? He said he's retiring. I believe him. I think he's scared. So if he's gonna retire, I believe he's gonna retire.
You think he'll retire after the exhibition match?
I think so.
Why do you say that?
Because he gets scared.
And the situation only got weirder when Tank suddenly announced he would fight Jake Paul instead. Literally out of nowhere. A matchup that nobody asked for, nobody wanted, and it ended up falling apart anyway. And because of that, Tank lost a lot of respect from the pros. It looked like he was avoiding the real challenges and looking for a circus fight instead.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore? Or not?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
Which brings us back to Roach versus Cruz. The rematch isn't just about them settling their score. The winner will absolutely call out Gervonta Davis again. And this time, it will be unavoidable for Tank. Cruz wants revenge, Roach wants justice, and both have massive arguments for why they deserve Tank next.
I think the hardest punch I ever faced, no. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that, he can punch. But Jonathan Oquendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He a hard-hitting motherfucker.
And honestly, the rematch makes things even more interesting because of how dangerous both guys looked. Roach proved he can outbox pressure fighters and fight through injuries. Cruz proved he can drop high-level opponents and maintain insane pace. And both proved they're willing to run it back immediately. The funny thing is, no matter who wins the rematch, the story leads back to Tank Davis. Roach wants to break his draw curse, get the credit he's been robbed of twice, and go after the man he believes he already beat.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
And you better believe the rematch is coming. Both fighters want it, the pros want it, fans want it, even the storylines demand it. And the winner? That man is heading straight toward the most dangerous challenge of their career, Gervonta Davis. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.